Welcome back to another installment of Engineering Money, where a few engineers give their 2 cents on the financial news of the week. My name is Ben, a civil engineer in Washington State.
My name is Tim. I'm a mechanical engineer out of Indianapolis.
And I'm Joey, food products engineer in Minneapolis.
Tim, I like your background this week.
Thank you, Ben.
It's very
I
meta.
think it's pretty
You're
cool.
metagaming right now.
Well, it's cool because The Rock is Purdue colors.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk. Whoops, that's our opener.
Oh yeah, we're sponsored by Vinovest. If you're at all interested in wine investing, the only investment that you can drink, um, head over to Vinovest. We got a link in the description. They procure all the wines and they store all them, and all you have to do is put your money in and you can watch it grow, or well, it doesn't always grow, but wine investment, it's neat.
Very cool. Alrighty, so we had some fun stuff this week come up. Stock market went up, right, overall?
It was a pretty up week.
I mean, not for the Nasdaq.
Eh,
Nasdaq has some interesting stuff.
Nasdaq's too hype.
I mean, well, Ben, we're gonna destroy the order because this is what I was
Okay,
gonna talk
fine. Yeah, you go.
about. Well, we got the news about the vaccine. Um, who's doing the vaccine that's like 90%
Pfizer, baby.
Pfizer.
effective? Yeah, Pfizer. And so that came over the weekend, right? And then
Yeah,
everyone was
about
just
that
like,
news.
"Oh, work from home's dead. Dump all the
Right.
tech stocks."
Zoom
Um,
just tanked.
yeah, and the Dow shot up because people thought, "Oh, we can go back to normal now." But then it sets in, "Oh wait, we actually don't have a vaccine yet, and COVID cases are actually going up in most of the U.S." So
It's not a light switch.
it's kind of the Dow started to go back down, the Nasdaq started to come back up, and it's yeah. I I almost I almost made an emotional decision on Monday
Whoa.
with my. I didn't do it though. Um, but yeah,
Managed to rein yourself in.
just just gotta be unemotional. Okay, now you can go back to what you were talking about, Ben.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, our screener is acting up. I can't change it. It keeps redirecting me to a different page. So I'll
Huh.
try to fix that here. But what I wanted to talk about today, firstly, was Visa. Um, so they came up in the news this month. Um, they're trying to buy Plaid. Do either of you know what Plaid is?
I
It's
know what
the
Plaid
only
is.
speed faster than light speed. It's when you've gone plaid.
What?
I cannot speak on that, but um,
Maybe that's where they got their name
yeah, that could be it. So
because it's pretty
it's a
fast.
company that communicates between your bank and different applications that transfer money.
Mm-hmm.
So the big one, their big client is Venmo, is what they use.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And Visa came out recently saying they're going to try to buy it, which is huge because Plaid handles a lot of transactions that Visa doesn't own right now. And as a response, the Department of Justice this month sued the deal. So they're blocking it right now because their concern is if this deal goes through, there's precedent or whatever that Visa might not be allowing alternatives in
Mm,
the
That
market.
makes
So
it's
it's
sense.
a
like a
classic
monopoly
monopolization.
monopoly issue. Yeah,
Yeah.
so Visa's trying to fight that right now, but yeah, as it stands, um, I'll talk about just Venmo. Um, if you get like a Venmo card, it's a Mastercard right now. But if the deal
Yeah.
went through,
Mm.
it would probably become a Visa card.
That would make
Yeah.
sense.
But But who actually has the Venmo card?
My fiance does.
I only know one guy.
But she's never used it. Yeah, but they just recently took a dip a little bit the other day after right before their earnings. Their earnings was October 20 something. I don't know. I can't remember, but I'm sure it had to do with people unsure maybe of how the earnings are going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a sell-off, and then their earnings call went okay. Their revenue decreased and their earnings fell. However, one thing that really is causing this to shoot back up to its all-time highs up here in the 210s is this year, that cash has been down. People don't use cash anymore.
Yeah, there's like the national coin shortage. And
yeah. So this past month, it was reported that 82% of all in-store transactions are card payments.
Wow.
Oh my
In January, it was still really high. It was 78.7% in January. And it's gone up almost 5% more. But yeah, it's like the vast majority of money transaction is using cards. And that trend is continuing to move in that direction. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Big.
I mean, I use my card like 95.
Yeah. Since COVID, I don't think
I've
really ever used cash. A lot of stores now just like don't really
Right. They
accept
don't want
Well,
to
yeah.
handle things.
Ben, you just use gold.
Yeah.
Ben pays in gold coins.
Just tiny
Doubloons.
chip off a tiny little fraction.
Yeah, you bring around this little
So I
scale
think this
with
will
you.
cover it.
Yeah. So yeah, people are still very bullish on card companies and people that process online transactions. So this will be something interesting to watch as the lawsuit unravels. But if it turns out in Visa's favor, that's a huge chunk of the market of online payment processing is Venmo. Like everybody uses Venmo in our cohort. I see your hand is raised,
Yeah,
Tim,
I
like a little
remember-
school boy.
Oh no, I'm trying to get the face behind me to show up.
But I remember a little bit ago hearing about some competition between Venmo and then the other one is Zelle. That is just
Yeah.
another thing, but instead of
Yeah.
you like funding your Venmo account and then paying from it, Zelle links directly to your bank account, and was supposed to be the differentiator. It makes it easier to use your money that way, but I've never heard of anyone using Zelle.
So
Yeah, but I like Venmo because there is that layer of abstraction, so that if someone,
I'm looking it up.
I don't know, if it got compromised, they only have access. Well, I guess not.
Zelle Pay. Who owns Zelle? Is it a private
I'm
company?
not sure. I think it is, and they partner with a lot of different
Because I know,
banks.
so I use Chase, and that's
They use
Yeah.
Zelle.
Early Warning Services LLC.
weird.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
they don't have an
let's be
investor
honest,
relations tab, so they're probably private.
Yeah.
You can't use Zelle as a verb.
Right. You don't Zelle someone.
Yeah, you
I guess you-
Venmo something.
Yeah.
Right. When it becomes a verb, you know they've succeeded.
Yeah.
Uber. Venmo.
Yeah, so that's a good thing to mention. So Zelle is the competition for Plaid. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, and then we talked about the digital dollar,
Oh
weeks
yeah.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
that would be the big, that'd be a big blow to the credit card companies if they actually get that
Yes.
going. All right.
I feel like this is one thing that the pandemic become necessity that we move to this stuff, but it's not the type of thing that we're gonna switch back to because we like it. We found that it works, and so
And it's so easy.
it's only gonna be amplified. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. Visa good right now, um, and they pay a dividend, which obviously is the greatest indicator of success.
Yeah.
That's all you
And
really
I
care
mean,
about,
just
Ben.
in the, I think like Tim said, with the Nasdaq going up and down, we're kind of in a uncertain time still. You know, big
Mm-hmm.
news. Things are
No
uncertain. No
way.
one really knows what's going on, and stuff goes up and down. And it makes dividends nice, makes gold nice, stable things. Um, but specifically, one thing I wanted to bring up today that just kind of shows how backwards we're living in is the used car prices. That
Yes.
Oh,
conventional wisdom
back.
is used car prices always go down. I think
Joey, I thought you were gonna be bringing up another thing.
no, no,
I
that's after this.
okay.
I wanted to mention the used car prices. Ben just brought up this
Yeah, I'm
chart
moving you
here.
guys around
You
so
can
you can.
see, yeah, so you can see that since 2012, in the long run, that top line for those who can see the picture is just the overall index. It just generally trends down, um, and then suddenly in the last 5 months we've got a 20% spike. And so if in 5 months the average used car prices index went up by 20%, compare that with the average 15 to 18% depreciation that an used car you might expect. There are people now selling their cars for more than they bought them for because of how much demand has spiked this way.
Why are my boys Honda and Toyota lower than Ford and Chevy?
I don't know.
Just because they sell cheaper cars, probably.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Civics and
this is just
yeah. What's
the
the other
average
one?
there.
Corolla. Corolla's the Toyota one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Corollas are cheap.
But yeah, so used car prices are going up. It looks like it's kind of leveling off right
Mm-hmm.
now, but for a few hiking, and
That's
that's a
insane.
backwards time to live in. And so that's my
Yeah,
evidence that
How far back does this
everything is
go?
backwards. I think it goes
I
back 2 years.
Oh yeah, it didn't
I
like that.
bought my car for $4,500, and then it got totaled, and I got 5,700 for it. Pretty good deal.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I take that deal.
Yeah, the one car, or I guess there's a few cars, but the one that I really like, and you guys know, I like these cars, but Jeeps. Jeeps are
Oh yeah,
they're
we
they're
know.
still a car, so it's a terrible investment, but relative to all other car, they hold their
value really
values
well.
so well. Jeep Wranglers, they're amazing.
Well, it's just because Jeep owners are stubborn and think that their cars are worth
Well,
more than
because
they are.
they're worth so much, Tim, always, because they're Jeeps.
They're worth so much
Sure.
to your heart.
What?
They're worth so much in your heart.
Yeah. Well, same thing with Subarus. I mean, not to the same extent, but I mean, I've just read that, like, from car mechanics online, they're like, I don't know, like, people will repair their Subarus and spend more money on them than what they're worth, but they just love the Subarus.
Well, some people are car people.
Yep.
But that's just one thing that I thought was worth highlighting because
Yeah. And as
everything's
long
kind of
as car
backwards
values,
and
as long as the used car values are going up, that's how we know that the markets are upside down.
exactly. So that's what I wanted to point out. But besides that, there's another spicy IPO that we're looking forward to. So this one is Roblox. I'm really excited about this because I used to play Roblox, and I forgot about them, and now I heard they're going public. So this is a big time in my life.
Wow.
Apparently, though, they are compared by analysts to their competition, which is Unity, which is an IPO
Yep.
that we just talked about just half a little bit ago.
That's an interesting
Apparently,
peer to choose.
right.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're competition because they both have a game engine to use and make your own games on.
Yeah, but Roblox, the game engine for Roblox Roblox does not compare to Unity.
Right. To me, it doesn't seem like a good comparison, and I have no idea what's going to come of this Roblox IPO. I don't know when it's going to be, whether I think it's a good idea or not,
Do we
or
know who the underwriters
anything.
are?
No, I just the law was just Roblox has confidentially filed with the SEC, so it's still really preliminary stuff. But what I think it's going to be is more analysts coming out, comparing them to Unity, and giving Unity free press. So
Yeah.
watch this Roblox one, but buy Unity. That's going to be my strategy.
Yeah, Unity is still such a good call.
Yeah, yeah, Joey, that was a great call by you. I'm up 50%.
Okay,
I think.
Tim, you keep confusing this. I was the one that brought Unity.
You're right.
It's because it's an
No one will do
IPO,
that.
and Joey is usually our IPO wizard.
Yeah, I do get it confused. Ben, it's okay. We were 10 minutes into the video. YouTube doesn't check it for profanity until after 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Or no, 10 minutes.
Gotcha. All right, well, cool.
But yeah, actually, Unity has been really just riding its 20-day moving average. So that's like classic growth trend.
Yeah. Well, Ben, I guess that means that you have the most great calls from this year.
I'll take
Great
it.
call, Ben.
When are you sending my plaque? I'll put it right here.
I'll start working on it.
Most greatest calls.
Yeah, most greatest calls in 2020.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Well,
now
Ben,
I want to like actually go back and audit our episodes.
Oh,
and see what
yeah, I
calls
think we should do that too. Like the first of the year, or the last episode of the calendar year.
Oh, remember when I had a Matrix thing that was gonna...
I wonder how that Matrix is doing, Joey.
I haven't checked on that in so long.
Well, we can check in on the next episode then.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Well, Ben, what you said, Carrier, and then there was KL. Although KL,
we got to give to
been
Joey.
slipping lately.
Joey introduced me to KL.
Oh no, it wasn't Joey. See, I get all of these confused.
KL's my little baby.
It's always been Joey.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, and then my biggest call of the year was terrible.
What was it? Helion?
Yeah,
Hylion.
Oh.
I feel like you've made more calls than that. We have to go back.
Yeah, we have, because I did say Logitech, and they've done very well. I think they were at like 45 when I originally said, but that was like in March, so whatever.
Some actual stats to look at from our calls next week.
Yes.
That'll build our credibility, and then maybe people will start watching us.
Yeah.
You got to go the Motley Fool route. Have I told you about this before?
No.
Just say, these three guys have never failed to pick good stocks. Could be like getting in on Amazon.
Oh, yes.
Every week say that we're announcing a new one.
Yep.
And then if you're right, hopefully people remember the one time you were right.
Yes.
They forget all the times you were wrong.
Yep, very true.
That's the move.
Well, I got one other thing, unless we've missed somebody.
Yeah. Jam it in there.
Okay, so a few weeks ago I found this new company that does online banking. They run a savings account, and they have a very interesting model for delivering interest to its customers.
Sending you gold bars.
No. So let me pull it up here. It's called Yotta Savings.
Yotta.
Like a Yotta bite.
And so they don't pay regular interest. What they do, for every $25 in the savings account, they give you one lottery ticket.
What?
Yeah. So let's see if they explain it a little bit more. But yeah, it's like every week they release a number. Oh, they don't They don't really show it.
So it's like your interest goes to buy lottery tickets.
Yes.
So it's not like it's coming out of your account.
Correct.
To buy
So
lottery
it's for
tickets,
every
just...
$25 you get one ticket each week.
Okay.
And it recurs. So right now I put in like $175. So every week I get 7 tickets to fill out. And every day they release a number. And they don't have the breakdown on how much you can win. But
Okay, but have you won anything yet?
Mm-hmm. Here, let me look up how much interest I've won. Hold,
I feel
please.
like it's just a...
Are these scratch off lotto
No.
tickets,
So you see the tickets here. The tickets have 7 numbers. Every day, one number gets released. And it's with replacement for the first 6 days. Or I'm sorry, no. It's without replacement for the first 6 days. And then the last day, it's like the special number. So it's all of the numbers are available.
Okay.
So do you have to like stay on top of it, or does it just automatically reward you?
It automatically rewards it. And if you...
It just makes it more fun.
And you can manually fill out tickets with numbers you want, or if you don't fill it out, it'll just randomly fill out your ticket for you before the week starts. I've already won 25 cents this week on my $175. And then so there's a breakdown on how much you can win.
I just feel like that's a way to not like, because if you actually say how much interest you're gonna get, you know how much money you're gonna get.
Right, but if you know the probabilities, you can math it
so
out and
there was
figure
somebody
out what it's equivalent to.
There was somebody that...
Do they give the probabilities?
Yeah, there was somebody that did the probabilities, and it's... So the average winning is a 3% annual yield on a savings account, which is
pretty good.
Amazing, Joey. High yield savings account are like 0.8% right now.
Yeah, but if you don't get that, they could just be like, okay, yeah, bad luck.
Exactly, but it's not like you're losing money.
Yeah, I guess it's better than a normal bank account, which just has terrible interest.
Because right now, normal bank accounts, like my money market, is like 0.03%.
Yeah.
Which is so stupid.
But because this is your... You can expect that percent return, but it might take 10 years to average out. So it's more like investing in stocks than a like solid reoccurring dividend.
Right.
But it's also pretty fun.
Because there is the probability, there's the high reward if you get lucky.
Right. Because your high yield savings account will never give you $10 million.
Mm-hmm. And me and my coworker, because there's like a referral program. So we got a bunch of bonus tickets by referring, and we looked it up, and they have an insurance policy out for the high valued ones. So it's like $10 million is if you get all of the numbers, and they have an insurance policy out if somebody actually wins that. So it's not like they'll just go bankrupt if somebody actually wins.
Yeah.
And they're FDIC insured. So yeah. Threw almost $200 in there just for fun.
Ben, you got me to... I just went and looked at... So I have like Capital One. I had one of their high interest savings accounts. And when I joined, it was 1.8%.
And it's sad now.
Now it's... Oh, okay. I mean, it's still... It's 0.5% now, which is terrible. Well, not terrible.
No,
but
that's
it's
terrible, Tim. It's so low. Especially considering that J-POW came out and it's like, we're going to go for 2% inflation every year.
Yeah.
So anything under 2% is almost like you're losing money.
pretty sad.
Well, I
place
guess
to
I'll
be.
just move all of my money to
Well, I'll
Yotta.
give you my referral code, and then
Yotta.
we'll both get 100 bonus tickets.
Hey, see.
We'll see then. We'll
Yeah.
see. Okay, we don't need to babble about Yotta any longer. Speaking of babble, we need to talk about that later. But
Yes.
Save it for next week. We got a lot
Yeah.
pushed out to next week.
Alrighty. Well, thanks everybody for listening in and viewing us this week. Yeah, see you later.
sleep good.